Today I'm going to show you how to use a school Google account to set up your Google Plus, which will allow you to do Google Hangouts. So right now you see I'm logged into my school account, mabear@sj-school.com, and you notice it only says plus you. It says that because I haven't set up Google Plus yet. One word of warning, you will need the administrator to enable you to use Google Plus through a school account. So when I click on plus you, it's going to warn me. Your account is managed by sja-school.com. Administrator can access, modify, or delete data at any time without permission because you don't totally own this account. And so it gives me a name to use across all Google accounts. If you're like me, you may have multiple accounts. So I may have to do something a little different here so that I don't run into problems with my accounts. And so I'll fill in my gender, and we'll give a birth date. They use those things, and if you're not sure, you can always hit on info and it'll tell you about it. But those things are usually used because they can tell you happy birthday on it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit upgrade, and that way I'm creating a profile. Now, at this point, you're able to see some of the people that I should add or suggest I should add. You also see that right now I don't have a picture uploaded, and that's okay. So for now, I'm just going to hit continue. They're going to ask me to put in things I like. They're trying to finish out a little bit more about me, and I'm going to just say continue anyway. Now, the way Google Plus works, there are a couple of pieces. There are communities, which are groups, and then you add people to your what we call circles here. You are able to divide people into circles. So I'm able to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and just add somebody so you can see what it looks like. Now, you notice it already pops up a few choices: friends, family, acquaintances, following. I can create a new circle. Since I work in technology and education, I'm going to go ahead and call one technology, and it's going to just remind me that people are going to be notified when they're added. And so I'm going to add him to technology, okay? And that allows you to start putting people into your groups. Now, to use those groups to do a hangout, you're going to see there's a little setting here. And so when I click on that, I can start a chat here. I can start a video hangout simply by coming and pressing a button saying start a video hangout. Now, of course, you're going to have to give permission to different things. You're going to notice that on a school account, it's going to say St. Joan of Arc only meeting. I might tell it allow guests to join, and I can say sure, allow people outside of St. Joan of Arc school. You wouldn't be asked that on a personal account. I could share this link and let people come back to it. I could also put in their names, so you can start putting in the people you know like that and let them pop in. You can come from your circles and say anybody in your circle. And it's reminding you again that we're allowing people outside to be invited. You can make people 18 or older if you need to. They have quiet invitations saying it won't ring and interrupt, and so that everybody will just get the little invite. Once you're started, you would hit invite. Those people would then join in. Now, I didn't run the call because it might give us trouble with video, but what you're going to see in the background is that my webcam is working. I still can come in and invite people. You'll also notice that there are controls across the top. One of them, at any point, even once the call starts, would allow me to invite people. I have the ability to mute my microphone. When you have people joining calls that are a larger group, expect that they may come in with their microphone muted, and they would need to come into their little profile at the bottom and unmute. I can turn off the camera and just be an audio participant. I can adjust my bandwidth. If you know that you have issues with bandwidth where you are, you can come in and set your bandwidth. You also have some other basic settings about which cameras and sound you're using. And of course, the leave button is very important. Later in other videos, I'll get into some of the different pieces on the side. But right now, you could run a very basic video call where you could send an invite and have someone join you, and you would be able to video chat.